what's done on the watership.
Brilliant stuff. A lot of great talent in our area. Shane, also I'd like to bring up the recent shows you've done. You've done a great rendition of a character that was let you say the type of character it was, but it was in Widow's Paradise, a remake of Widow's Paradise recently. Tell me about your role in Widow's Paradise.
My role was a fella called Ernie Gillespie. Basically, Ernie was somebody who had a speech impediment. He had a lisp, and as a result of that lisp, he was very conscious of the fact that he couldn't make eye contact to begin with somebody. So he spent a lot of his time talking to the floor, and then eventually through the conversation, then he would lift his head.
Right.
As a result of this, he had a nervous complex where he needed something to focus on, so he would constantly play with his t-shirt and stuff like that. There, you know. I think the reason why everybody got on so well with Ernie is because we all know somebody like him. You know, shy, that there sort of thing. You know, but as the play went on, it turns out that Ernie was actually, it was hugely intelligent. The guy had studied books on psychoanalysis and psychology and all this kind of stuff, you know.
Right, yeah.
But he just hadn't got this people skills. You know? But I would have to say, Eamon McLaughlin approached me about doing it, and I looked at the script and I said, right. And Michael Bonner had portrayed it before, back in '95.
That's right, yeah.
And Michael's perception of it was that he just followed the script. Ernie had a lisp, and that was it. And he played the character brilliant. And I sat down and I watched the DVD, and I thought to myself, I'd like to put a wee bit of a twist on it. So I gave him a lisp, I gave him a bit of a stammer, and I sort of changed things about a wee bit on him, you know. And I was grateful to Eamon McLaughlin that he let me do that, you know.
Eamon, of course, directed the show, did he?
Directed it, produced it. He was involved, basically putting the whole thing together, so he was.
He has a great mind for the whole industry of the whole
great
acting and plays and stuff.
I have a lot of respect for him. He has a great presence about him. He comes in, he listens to what you have to say. He's great direction, probably the best director I've ever worked with. You know, definitely, without a doubt, the best that I've ever worked with.
And that's a big statement coming from you, because you've worked with a good few, haven't you?
I've worked with a lot of directors, you know. And in this industry, there's a lot of arty-farty people.
Yeah.
The lovey darlings and all that sort of stuff, and I'm not into that. And if anyone gets a chance to watch this, I can definitely say that he is not a lovey darling. So
It keeps you at it and keeps you getting to the point.
But very understandable too. Like, you know, I have to run a business at the end of the day too, and he was very aware of the fact that I couldn't be there as much as maybe the rest of them could and stuff like that there. So we allowed for that there and work with you, you know, rather than against you, and that's what you want, you know, because at the end of the day, it's non-profit. It's for the crack. It's to get the community together.
Exactly.
Over 200 people in there each night, all enjoying themselves. And that's
How many nights did you run for with Widow's Paradise?
I can't remember exactly here. I think we ran for 6 nights, was it?
Right.
Yeah, we started on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we we had a little party afterwards.
Right.
And there was a lot of drink flowing. And
as there does be.
A certain Miss Laura Bonner says, "Why do we put it on for another 3 nights?" Of course, when the drink's on the what's out, then we'll do that there, and the next thing we put on for another 3 nights. But I'm delighted that we did put it on for another 3 nights, because
But sure, the popular demand was out there too. Like everybody, a lot of people wanted to see this show. Like
the way it works around here, Ciaran, it's a very, very strange thing. I've never seen it anywhere before. We played the first night to 63. We played the second night to 70, and second night to 70. I was going, what's going on here? We couldn't understand it. But because I had been involved in the pantomime before, people say I wanted to hear what it was like. You know, which is understandable, because there hasn't been drama in the town, unless, well, the Bakken crowd have brought drama into town on a few occasions, but there hasn't been a pantomime in 18 years, and there hadn't been drama society in 16 years. A long one, so like, you know, that's basically a lifetime, you know. So as I say, we're back now, we're back in force. I can't speak for Val Drama Club as yet because I know women's under a lot of pressure, exams and stuff like that there at the moment.
Yeah.
But I could definitely say that there's going to be a production. The other end of this year, I would say, is definitely what's going to happen. You know, and then we have the pantomime, which is a continuous success.
Aye.